Hello friends, today's topic is what is Sindoor operation. My lesson plan includes why it is in the news, what is Sindoor operation launched by India against Pakistan, why did India launch Operation Sindoor against the terrorist groups operating within Pakistan, implications of Sindoor operations, why did both countries accepted ceasefire on 10th May 2025, and finally conclusion. Friends, as you know that on 7th May 2025, the Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor against 9 important locations of terrorist groups operating from Bahawalpur, Mudrike, Sialkot, Muzaffarabad, Kotli, Bagh, Bhimbar, Gulpur and Chak Amru. India claimed that its purpose was to strike terrorist outfits operating from these areas. These terrorist outfits were mainly Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. The government of India claimed that more than 100 terrorists were killed in this operation. Moreover, 10 to 12 members of the family of dreaded terrorist Azhar Masood were also killed in the operation. The operation was described as measured, focused and non-escalatory. The government of India was clear that there should not be any attack upon the military installations of Pakistan or upon civilians. Their main purpose was to wipe out the infrastructure of terrorist groups operating within Pakistan and then sneaking into Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan retaliated by firing missiles in the districts of Poonch and Kupwara of Jammu and Kashmir, killing more than 15 civilians. It also struck Gurudwara and Jammu University. It also fired missiles in border areas of Jammu, Pathankot, Udhampur and BSF camp at Ramgarh, Jaisalmer, etc. On 8th May 2025, India responded by expanding its operation and it fired targets like nuclear base of Pakistan of Noor Khan Air Base, Musal Air Base at Sargodha, Kahuta Nuclear Facility near Rawalpindi, Rafiq Air Base, Murid Air Base, Olari Air Base, Shahbaz Air Base, Pasroor Air Base, Eskardu Air Base and Rahim Yar Khan Air Base. The Indian Security Force virtually paralyzed the air defense system of Lahore, thereby showing the superiority of its air force and missile systems vis-a-vis Pakistan.
We struck his air bases, command centers, military infrastructure, air defense systems across the entire Western Front. The bases we struck include Chaklala, Rafiki, and mind you, Chaklala is Islamabad. Rahim Yar Khan, Sakar, sending a clear message that aggression will not be tolerated. This was followed by strikes at Sargodha, Bholari, Jacobabad. We also struck the C2 centers at Murid, the UAE complex at Murid, Rafiki, radar at Chunia, which I will show you, Rahim Yar Khan airfield, and the unmanned combat aerial vehicle hangar at Sakar.
Friends, what is Operation Sindoor? The Security Forces of India launched Operation Sindoor on 7th May 2025 to retaliate the killing of 26 tourists in Pahalgam of Jammu and Kashmir. The operation involved the use of advanced weaponry like BrahMos cruise missiles, Scalp missiles and Indo-Israeli air striker loitering munitions. The strike aimed at destroying the infrastructure of Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba operating in Pak-occupied Kashmir and in the interior of Pakistan. But initially, Indian security forces tried to minimize the conflict by attacking only the terror outfits. It did not strike initially on military installations or upon civilians. It is estimated that more than 100 terrorists were killed in this operation, including those terrorists who were involved in hijacking IC-814 aeroplane and Pulwama terrorist attack in 2019. Now the question is why the security forces of India were compelled to launch Operation Sindoor against Pakistani terrorist outfits. As I have already told you that it was just to retaliate the killing of 26 innocent tourists at Pahalgam by Pak-supported terrorist outfits. The operation clearly sent the message to Pakistan and the world community at large that India is competent to safeguard its sovereignty and territorial integrity. It also demonstrated the military prowess of India and zero tolerance towards terrorist activities. Now, what were the implications of Operation Sindoor? There was escalation of tensions on either side of the borders of India and Pakistan. Pakistan retaliated by attacking civilians and BSF camps, thereby killing 15 civilians in the Poonch and Kapurwara districts. Pakistan used 400 drones to attack different military installations of India from Leh to Sar Creek in Gujarat. In response, the Indian Armed Forces struck 4 military installations within Pakistan. Meanwhile, BSF killed 7 terrorists who tried to infiltrate into Indian territory in Jammu and Kashmir. And so, in response, the security forces used BrahMos cruise missiles to strike different military installations within Pakistan. It destroyed the air defense system of Lahore. India declared that any act of terrorism would amount to an act of war upon India. Henceforward, India would do everything to dismantle terrorist outfits within India or Pakistan or POK. An important impact of this operation was the solidarity shown by different opposition parties to the government of India. However, they also accused the government of violating the Simla Agreement concluded in 1972, which rules out the involvement of third party in matters relating to the relation between India and Pakistan. On the other hand, Pakistan leveled the Operation Sindoor as the heinous aggression upon its territory. The operation also fueled anti-India sentiments within Pakistan. An important implication of this operation was the international reactions of countries like the US, China, Saudi Arabia, the EU, European Union, and Iran. These countries urged both India and Pakistan to keep restraint. The US played an important role to broker ceasefire between two countries. However, India made it clear that in spite of the ceasefire, the Operation Sindoor will continue. It also ruled out the mediation or ceasefire effected through the efforts of the US President or the Secretary of State. Instead, it held that because of the direct talks between the DGMO of India and Pakistan, the ceasefire could be effected. Now, question is why both countries agreed to have ceasefire within 4 days of operations. Friends, as you know that on 10th May 2025 from 5 p.m. onwards, both countries agreed to have ceasefire. Why both countries were forced to make ceasefire? The answer is the heavy casualties in Pakistan, its military installations, its terrorist infrastructures were disabled or destroyed by the precision attacks by BrahMos cruise missiles. Moreover, the air defense system of Lahore and other cities were completely crippled or paralyzed. Nuclear air base of Noor Khan, Musaf air base at Sargodha, Rafiq air base were all attacked by Indian BrahMos cruise missile, thereby showing air superiority of India vis-a-vis Pakistan. And that's why DGMO of Pakistan was compelled to negotiate with its counterpart in India. Secondly, the US mediation played a pivotal role in making ceasefire between two countries. The Secretary of State of the US, Marco Rubio, and the Vice President of the US, J.D. Vance, tried hard to negotiate between two countries and brought ceasefire. The US reportedly made a condition to grant 1.3 billion IMF loan to Pakistan for making ceasefire. And another factor was nuclear bluff by Pakistan. Friends, as you know that both India and Pakistan are nuclear countries, and so the heightened escalation of tension within the Pakistani establishment on account of massive loss of military infrastructure and terrorist outfits pushed the establishment for nuclear command alerts. This raised global fear of nuclear confrontation between India and Pakistan. Moreover, heavy losses of Pakistani military installations and civilian casualties, reinforced by economic strains upon Pakistan, forced it to push for de-escalation, and that's why it agreed for ceasefire. Friends, as you know that on 12th May 2025, both DGMO of India and Pakistan would negotiate on hotline, and thereafter they will have press briefing. Now finally I conclude that the Operation Sindoor marked a departure of India from its earlier stand with regard to Pakistan supported terrorist groups operating in Jammu and Kashmir. India declared that henceforth the terrorist activities supported by Pakistan in Jammu and Kashmir would amount to an act of war. The operation showcased the military prowess of India and its strategic capabilities. The precision of BrahMos cruise missile and its accurate targeting was noteworthy and unparalleled in the military history of India. It also showed the missile superiority vis-a-vis Pakistan. India has made it clear that in spite of the ceasefire, the Operation Sindoor will continue. Moreover, the measures taken by the government of India with regard to the Indus Water Treaty or ban on the import of Pakistani goods into India or ban on the visas under the SAARC Treaty would remain operative. The government of India made it clear that in spite of the ceasefire between two countries, the security forces would remain in the ready position and would retaliate in case of any misadventure by Pakistani armed forces. So friends, now I have concluded. If you have any suggestion, please give me feedback. Thank you very much.